If you make any mistakes, you have to pay.
That's
You
what
make
I'm gonna say.
any mistakes, you have to pay.
What was that?
That's what I'm gonna say about you too.
Floyd Mayweather has always been able to turn any situation to his advantage. And although we see that he sometimes does not quite do the right thing, there is always something that does not allow us to object.
He's still walking through Mayweather's big shots, but his right eye's beginning to swell.
And with Victor Ortiz, Mayweather had just such a story. On the one hand, his behavior was unsportsmanlike, and such a victory does not bring honors to Floyd. But on the other hand, formally speaking, he was right in everything and justly took revenge on the impudent one. Today we're talking about one of the most controversial fights of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s career. A fight that is still being discussed today and that buried the career of Victor Ortiz.
Every situation for Hatton. This fight is over.
After the fight with Hatton, which took place in December 2007 and ended with his 39th consecutive victory, Mayweather announced that he was finishing boxing. Later, however, it turned out that the American was not gone forever. After back-to-back unanimous decision victories over Manuel Marquez and Shane Mosley, Floyd took another break to rest and recover from his intense training and focus more on his non-sport activities.
You know my name! Come on, Floyd! Come get it, baby!
As the next opponent, the choice fell on the young, powerful, dangerous puncher Victor Ortiz. 24-year-old Victor Ortiz, nicknamed Vicious, at that time owned the WBC welterweight belt and was rightfully considered a rising star of professional boxing, who, before the fight with Floyd, first dealt with Lamont Peterson
It's close. Hard to say whether that's a step forward or a step back.
and then took the title from Andre Berto.
Berto is ranked only Mayweather in the welterweight division.
Bookmakers practically did not believe in the victory of Ortiz, but Victor believed otherwise.
Mayweather's a beast, but I'm a monster. So, with that said and done, I don't care if Mr. Mayweather wants to box, I'll box. He wants to bang, I'll bang. At the end of it all, I'm walking in with that championship. Because I am the new WBC champion of the world, and there's nobody that will pry that motherfucker out of my hands. You keep that in mind.
On the eve of the meeting, Floyd said that he intends to take an open fight with Ortiz and knock him out. In this case, experts believed Ortiz had a chance. If no one is able to outplay Floyd, then it was already more realistic to catch him in a melee strike.
I'm gonna knock this dude out. If he wants to box, I'm gonna box him. If he wants to get knocked out, let's do the damn thing. You wanna dance? We can dance. Not a problem, all right?
At the final press conference in Las Vegas, the fighters did not skimp on expressions and forecasts. Ortiz was convinced that he could prove that Mayweather's time had already passed.
I am the current WBC welterweight champion of the world, and that will remain. And I'm gonna teach you what it feels like to have that one on your record, bro. Somebody's scared, but you know what? Saturday night, I will hold my hands up. I'm gonna put you on your ass.
Mayweather, 34, however, was as confident as ever.
That's my job to do my homework on certain individuals. You know, I know he got a problem making weight. I'm at weight right now, feel good, feel strong, walk around at 147. So, come Saturday, be the same Mayweather. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna be the same Victor Ortiz, but the difference between me and you is I can adjust and adapt, versatile. I believe in my skills. I believe in my talent. If no one believes in Floyd Mayweather, I believe in me.
Mayweather did not enter the ring for over a year, but was able to maintain all his best qualities. After all, what is lost in the first place during long breaks is the technical skills gained in training. If an athlete is gifted by nature, then this is the last thing to be lost. It was also evident that he was in very good physical shape. Ortiz simply had no chance. The only intrigue was how Floyd would win him. Mayweather began to show the seriousness of his intentions in advance. Even at the weigh-in, he tried to intimidate Ortiz, gouge his eye with his nose, and pierce his throat with his finger. Floyd repeated all the same insulting gestures in the ring before the first gong, while referee Victor Ortiz gave the last instructions: protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. Alas, Ortiz listened only to the second part of the instructions and completely forgot about the first.
Usually if a fighter keeps fighting good fighters for long enough, he runs into somebody, it's not his night, he gets older. How do you avoid falling into that trap?
I always find a way to get the job done. I was born for this. I was born to be on this level. I was born to handle this.
I just don't really care, with all due respect, bro. I was born to do this as well.
Okay. Well, you know, that's what they all say. You know, I just say September 17th, you'll see.
Mm-hmm. Here we go, round one, Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the black and orange.
Already in the first round, it became noticeable that Mayweather was moving much faster than his opponent, delivering powerful blows that regularly hit the target. Ortiz was bad on counterattacks, and Floyd managed to block everything calmly.
That's his power. Southpaw would do the same thing, regardless of whether it's righty or lefty, and has won the first round.
From the second half of the next 3-minute period, Mayweather systematically forced the opponent to make mistakes and delivered blow after blow. Primitive attacks performed by Victor did not carry any danger for such a master of defense as Floyd. The third round was a continuation of the second. Mayweather didn't deviate from his tactics, landing precise shots to Ortiz's body and face while effectively blocking his opponent's counterattacks. The fourth 3-minute period was the last one on this evening of boxing. With every minute and round, the advantage of the favorite became more and more tangible, and Ortiz began to lose his nerve. During one of his cavalry attacks, when Mayweather calmly defended himself at the ropes, Victor, as if in despair, deliberately butted his opponent with his head and immediately, as if feeling guilty, began to hug Floyd and even kissed him. The referee competently worked out the episode and removed a point from the violator. When the fight resumed, Ortiz apologized again and tried to hug Floyd. He played along with him, shook his head, and immediately struck a deadly deuce in the jaw. Ortiz fell to the canvas and failed to get up before the end of the referee count. It was a clean knockout. Thus, Mayweather got one of his most controversial and dirty victories. Formally, Floyd did not violate anything, but from a moral point of view, it seemed very ugly. After the fight, Floyd explained his action by the fact that the boxer must always be on the alert and keep the defense. The winner was defended by his father and a number of athletes who rested on the fact that Floyd did not violate the rules of boxing. Even the referee of the fight, Victor Ortiz, commented on the decisive episode of the fight.
We want to see sportsmanlike conduct. However, when the referee says time, that means to fight, not to start embracing and kissing again. We didn't need that. He did it once, not the second time. Second time, Floyd Mayweather took advantage of it and knocked him out. It's a very unpopular call because it's like if I tell you, hey, look, your laces untied, you look down, I'm gonna clock you. People don't like that. Even though it's legal, under the guidelines of boxing, the rule says keep your guards at all times. The referee said time in, shame on you for letting your guards down. And Mayweather took advantage of it. Like the commentator, Larry Merchant, said afterwards, he says it was a legal sucker punch. Something that we don't see in boxing. People say, well, you know, referee Victor Ortiz could have disqualified Mayweather. Well, that's not, the rules didn't say that. When I said time in, the clock is running, anything that happens within the legal rules, which is punch, and to beat your opponent, Mayweather took advantage of it. And that's what happened Saturday night.
But there were enough of those who reacted extremely aggressively to Floyd's act. One of the main critics of Mayweather was Manny Pacquiao, who was supported by his coach. Freddie Roach was laconic and harsh in his assessment. He acted meanly. Also, the legendary HBO boxing commentator Larry Merchant had claims against Floyd. But Mayweather began to dodge a direct question with general words about support. And when they showed him a replay of the episode after deducting the score, Floyd said that you need to defend yourself all the time. As a result, Merchant pissed off the star, and we witnessed an epic-making scandal.
We're not here to cry and complain about what he did dirty or what I did dirty. I was victorious. If he wants a rematch, he can get a rematch.
You were in charge of the fight. You were aggressive and trying and taking advantage of what you saw as a flaw.
You know what I'm gonna do? Because you don't ever give me a fair shake. You know that? So I'm gonna let you talk to Victor Ortiz, all right? I'm through. They put somebody else up and give me an interview.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
heard him.
about?
You never give me a fair shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. You're not shit.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
You won't do shit.
This conflict, in fact, caused Mayweather to leave HBO in early 2013. And he signed a contract with Showtime that brought him about $500 million and made him the highest paid athlete in the world. Mayweather, after that success, spent 7 more fights in the professional ring, excluding the fight with Conor McGregor, and defeated such top rivals as Miguel Cotto, Saul Alvarez, and Manny Pacquiao. But Ortiz's career was essentially broken. After a hard knockout, he suffered 2 more early defeats in a row, and from outright middle peasants. Then there were 2 victories over the journeyman, again an early defeat. Another success against the no-name and a draw with the once formidable Devin Alexander. After the defeat, he did not appear in the ring for more than 2 years, but after that he returned and again lost to Robert Guerrero and defeated Todd Manuel. Now Ortiz is only 36 years old, and it is not entirely clear whether we will ever see him again. One thing is for sure, the beginning of the end of Victor's career was put by not the most beautiful act performed by Floyd Mayweather.